right off the BART at Richmond, and right next door is this Amtrak station, which sees lots of passenger trains. It sees your Capital Corridor trains to Sacramento. It sees your San Joaquin service trains to Bakersfield. It sees your Coast Starlight between LA and Seattle, and the California Zephyr between Oakland and Chicago. So you can go to quite a few places here. And hopefully spend a couple of hours, get a few trains, and maybe some Union Pacific freights. Years ago, this is the SP main out of Oakland. Used to host trains like the Shasta Daylight by day and the Cascade by night to Portland, and the city of San Francisco to Chicago. Well, here comes a BART train out of the yard in Richmond, coming into the station to load up. All right, 9:56, here comes train 711 from Amtrak from Bakersfield to Oakland, one of the San Joaquin services. It's got an F59 PHI. See that first car? That traveled a long way to get here. That was an old Arrow 2 MU car on New Jersey Transit, I believe. He's off to Emeryville and Jack London Square in Oakland. Well, here's Amtrak 712, a San Joaquin service to Bakersfield. New Venture cars they recently put into service. These are sharp looking cars. Check out the step extensions on this equipment. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Rules. His next stop will be Martinez. Approaching at 10:23 a.m. is train 729, en route from Auburn, California, east of Sacramento to San Jose. He's got the Superliner cars and a Charger locomotive on the point. lot more of those locomotives on American railroading. Oy. Well, pretty soon, something I wasn't expecting is a late-running Amtrak 11, the Coast Starlight from Seattle to LA. He doesn't stop here. He'll be coming shortly. 10:42, here comes train 11, southbound Coast Starlight. His journey is only about maybe 2/3 of the way over. He's still got to get to LA. He's running about 2.5 hours late. Nice to see that. Well, he's on his way to Berryessa, North San Jose. Shimmering. 11:23. Here comes train 733 en route from Sacramento to Oakland Coliseum, where there won't be any more baseball after this season. The A's are moving to Las Vegas. Another Charger. Start up, they sound like a noisier version of an ACS-64, which makes sense since those electric locomotives are also built by Siemens. So here comes train 728, Capital Corridor train. We've gotten off train 728 at Martinez. Get to see this train head east towards Sacramento. It's got a pretty nice K5LA horn. One of the nice things about Martinez is there are some railroad crossings here, so you get some good horn blowing. I'm going to hang around here until 3:55 and head back towards Richmond, etc. On display right by the tracks, you have the Southern Pacific 060. And the south of the tracks is downtown Martinez. That's a rather incongruous train display there. A Southern Pacific 060 with a Santa Fe caboose on the rear. It's almost like they were trying to do a poor man's SPSF merger that didn't work out. Here comes train 714. Oakland to Bakersfield at 12:25. Nice horn on this cab car. Got an F-59 shoving. He's got one of those Comet 1B cars, the former St. Louis Car Company Arrow 1MU cars, or the Jersey Arrows when they first came out in the late 60s. Cab car 6962 is pulling out. Let's listen to that beautiful horn. He's off to the hot climate of Bakersfield. Ah, 125. Here comes Amtrak 713 from Bakersfield to Oakland. Nice raised letter K5LA on them. This is train 737 to San Jose. Now here comes 713 from Bakersfield at 133. F59 PHI. What is this? A Silverliner 4 in California? That's what it looks like with that cutout center door. But it even has a Dutch door on the vestibule. These were delivered in 1968 for New Jersey Transit. They were Jersey Arrows on New Jersey Transit. They were known as Arrow 1s. On Amtrak California, they're Comet 1Bs. Martinez is a station that's got pretty good service to different points on the compass. You got a lot of Amtrak California services between Sacramento, Oakland, San Jose, Bakersfield. In addition to that, you have the California Zephyr between Oakland and Chicago, and the Coast Starlight from Los Angeles to Seattle. That's quite a service that this town is blessed with. And this town is right alongside the Carquinez Strait. In fact, the railroad, after leaving here to the east, crosses that strait. And the other side of the strait is the town of Benicia. 150, we have a westbound Union Pacific container train. old GE lash up, Union Pacific, the greatest railroad in the world. I know I'm going to get a lot of hate mail for that one. That's a beaut. This is train 741 from Sacramento to San Jose. Man, those are awesome. Martinez has seen its share of Southern Pacific passenger trains over the years. It had the overnight Cascade from Oakland to Portland, the daytime Shasta Daylight from Oakland to Portland, the City of San Francisco from Chicago to Oakland, the San Joaquin Daylight from Oakland to Los Angeles via Bakersfield, and the Owl, the overnight train on that same route. Approaching at 2:25 is train 716 to Bakersfield. Nice unrestricted K5LA. I'm really impressed with the horns on this Amtrak California equipment. Amtrak San Joaquin Bakersfield services uses Union Pacific tracks as far as Port Chicago. Then they switch on to BNSF for the remainder of the journey to Bakersfield. That's former Southern Pacific and Santa Fe trackage, respectively. This wind. It's kind of a pleasant 67 degrees. Daytime temperature? Back home on Long Island, you probably won't have a daytime temperature like that until mid-late September at the earliest. Let's listen to this unrestricted cable. My God, Silverliner 4s in California? Ah. 301, here comes train 732 bound for Sacramento. All aboard. Let's hear that unrestricted raised letter K5LA. That's what it sounds like. Soon he'll be crossing over the Carquinez Strait. I'll tell you, the K5LA horn is a pretty common horn. You hear it just about everywhere, but it seems like these Amtrak California cars and locomotives take it to another level. 347, we're in for a treat. Arriving is train number 5, the California Zephyr from Chicago. He's running about 20 minutes early. Today I saw the Coast Starlight and the California Zephyr on the same day.
This is a terminating train. It is drop-off only. Please do not attempt to board. You will be turned away by the train staff. This is the Zephyr, train 5. This is a terminating train. It is drop-off only. Please do not attempt to board. You will be turned away by the train staff.
On the last lap of his 2,400-mile journey. Only in California can you see those two trains on the same day. They share the same route from Roseville, California to Emeryville. And my train will be coming in shortly, 7:43. I'll take that from here to Jack London Square in Oakland. That sounds sweet. 734, Oakland to San Jose. Here's 743. Beautiful horn. I'm gonna try to ride as close as I can to the engine. All right, gonna record the ride down to Jack London Square behind this locomotive with this beautiful horn.
Richmond, March Station, 25 minutes. Richmond, March Station, 25 minutes.
Get a much better view of the Carquinez Strait in San Pablo Bay. Fun time in Martinez. Lots of passenger action. Got to see one Union Pacific freight, and the horns on the California Amtrak equipment is just fabulous. Okay, over there is the Carquinez Strait. Locomotive on this train is a famous number. It's a Siemens Charger SC44. The number is 2124. That was a famous Reading Company 484 steam engine, which is on display in Steamtown in Scranton, Pennsylvania. The t-shirt I'm wearing says Scranton, Pennsylvania on it. Scenic journeys you can take on an Amtrak train here. Comparable to the Metro North's Hudson line. This engineer is very rail-friendly, as you can tell. Great spot to railfan. Got some barge traffic here. Not too far upstream. I don't know if they still have them there, but they stored battleships, decommissioned battleships. There was a whole ton of them there years ago. The ships that was there was the Glomar. Came out of from the Strait. This is the bay now. That is about the most wonderful K5LA I've ever heard. Raised letter K5LA, maybe a raised letter K5LA. That's how good it sounds. I've never heard K5LA with those tones. I've been very impressed with the horns on this equipment. was actually planning the Railfan bar today. I only wanted to stop at Richmond for just a couple hours, but I just said, hey, why don't I go somewhere where they blow the horns? Because they don't blow the horns in Richmond. So I thought of Martinez. Had a thoroughly enjoyable 3.5 hours there. Best of both worlds, a great horn and great scenery. I'm sitting on the lower level of these bi-levels. Come into Jack London Square, we'll do some street running, and he'll really be blasting the horn through there. It's sunny now, but it should get cloudy again. The kind of view you get when you ride on Sounder out in Seattle, coming down from Everett to Seattle. You go right along the Puget Sound. Similar view, similar directional view. twisting, curving right-of-way. Fishing way out there. There's a lot of service on this track. You got, I don't know how many Sacramento trains you have each way. It's at least 12 each way. And you have 5 San Joaquins to Bakersfield, so that's like 34 trains right there. And I could be underestimating it. And then you have your California Zephyrs and your Coast Starlights. That's adding another 4. And then you probably have at least 10 Union Pacific trains on it. So you're talking about almost 50, if not 50. Scenic Amtrak rides I've taken in recent memory, discounting the Hudson line. I rode a train from Poughkeepsie to Penn Station once along the Hudson, but that was at night. I couldn't see anything. But that line from New York to Albany along the Hudson is definitely comparable to what we're seeing here. See that layer of clouds and mist off to the west there. Regret is that the Caltrain engines don't have ones like this. Oh my God! I'd be out railfanning all day and all night. Well, as late as they run. Yeah, I love the K5LA horns, but admittedly they're not as pretty as this one. They're more authoritative than pretty. CP Giant. Soon we'll be stopping at Richmond.
Coming into our next station stop, Richmond. This is Richmond coming up. Richmond will be an opportunity for you to connect to BART, Bay Area Rapid Transit. This is the Richmond BART station.
Richmond also is a terminus for BNSF. The North Bay Terminal is their main intermodal terminal for BNSF. Santa Fe's Crack 199 train used to run out of, well, they used to run into there, and 991 going back to Chicago. Starting to cloud over gradually. Arriving Richmond. Sun angle over here. There's the BART station of Richmond, the last stop on that line. There's a train coming in.
Next up, Berkeley, 6 minutes.
Okay, Berkeley. That's a famous town. Famous university is there. I think Kamala Harris grew up there. Some squatters out there. God, look at that. Jesus. I mean, you see that here, but I've been to the Philippines where it was like 10 times worse. I mean, their lines in the Philippines are like narrow gauge, and they literally have these tents and everything like inches from the track. This is definitely new mileage for me, riding Amtrak. Train continues on to San Jose. California.
Emeryville station?
I don't think so.
Okay, thank you.
I would say no. I would bet my money on it.
In Berkeley here.
Yeah, I know.
But I didn't hear him say Emeryville.
No, I didn't either.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. A seedy area. A lot of people have made note of my New York accent out here. It sounds very different from the way people speak here. It stands out. I went to an Irish pub last night. The waitress I had remembered me from 8 months ago because I had the New York accent. Probably never spoke to anybody with a New York accent in that place. Out here people say, yeah, I want to have a cup of coffee. Me, I say, yeah, I want to have a cup of coffee. Amazing how dialects change per geographical areas. Sweet music. That is fantastic. East Emeryville. So yes sir, we haven't gotten to Emeryville, but we're coming in there right now. That's where the California Zephyr ends.
Here we are. This is Emeryville, your San Francisco bus connecting station.
There's the California Zephyr right there. He just arrived. That's his last stop.
Emeryville, your San Francisco bus connecting station.
They've been here for a while. They used to terminate at the old SP depot, which was in kind of a pretty raunchy part of Oakland. Well, I know for a fact that our next stop will be Jack London Square in Oakland. Okay, next stop, Oakland, Jack London Square. Never been to Jack London Square. Heard about it. Street running.
Next up, Oakland, Jack London Square. Oakland, Jack London Square, about 7 minutes.
West Emeryville interlocking. Before he arrives on the station at Jack London Square, he has to negotiate several crossings with street running, and they blast their horn for those crossings. It's not a good place to sleep. California is famous for their freeways and their skyscraper freeway ramps, spans. I can see downtown Oakland a little ways off to my left. Going through Oakland Yard and the Oakland Container Terminal. See a lot of cranes out there on my right. Oakland is a huge seaport. There's the BART line overhead near West Oakland BART station. That's the line that goes towards the Trans Bay Tunnel. That's Interstate 880 outside. Looks like we're passing by the Oakland Amtrak California facility. Amtrak California comes into its own. The fares on the trains are relatively inexpensive. They're pretty fast. They serve this San Jose to Sacramento corridor in addition to going down to Bakersfield. Southern California, they cover from like San Luis Obispo down through LA to San Diego. Look at all these engines. Mostly F59 PHIs. There's one B-32. They look like they're put out of commission. Well, there's downtown Oakland over there. Sort of took a little semicircle route around the city. If I'd want to walk around here at night. Not too thrilled about walking around here in the daylight either. parking is King Street. Okay, we're negotiating the street running here. This is it, Oakland, Jack London Square.
Coming to our next station stop, Oakland, Jack London Square. This is Oakland, Jack London Square.
See a lot of rail fans out there. What a great ride and great sound. And a rail fan around here a little bit before I take the ferry back to San Francisco. Ah, that engineer's the French onion soup of the Bay Area. There's a station here. Well, here's train 736 bound for Sacramento, 5 o'clock. Yeah, that engineer on 743 coming down, you know, he's comparable to French onion soup on New Jersey Transit. Maybe I should call that guy the sourdough engineer, sourdough bread engineer. We got a southbound train coming through Jack London Square. Not sure what this is. This could be an equipment move from the yard to the station, maybe. Amazing place. This is Broadway in Jack London Square. 738 is pulling out, heading for Auburn. talk about the luck of the Irish. This is the ultimate luck of the Irish. Not only is there a Union Pacific train coming, but what a train it is. That was 718 at Bakersfield with a pretty awful P5 horn. 643, here comes 745 in from San Jose to Oakland. Sacramento to Oakland, excuse me. Yeah, the locomotives seem to have the best all-around horns, although some of the cab cars aren't bad. But overall, the locomotives are much more forceful. Got 715 from Bakersfield, not far behind them. All right, it's 6:55 p.m. Approaching Jack London Square is Amtrak 715. Out of Bakersfield to Oakland. He's got Venture cars on him. That F40 non-powered cab with the baggage compartment on it looks like it's painted in a paint scheme reminiscent of Caltrain when those engines were first delivered to Caltrain in the mid-80s.